Nick, good evening. Is it fair to say that that was your game with fewer stretches of bad play all season?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm glad to see the offense did what it did in the second half, Doug, because I thought other than the pace being maybe a little slower than we wanted, the shots were there, and we just, a couple guys high volume in the first half not make anything, and obviously we did start scoring them. I thought we were generating good shots all night, so that was fairly consistent. And I thought the effort defensively was solid all night too. Wasn't a whole lot of naked looks, and we were challenging them at the basket and things like that pretty much the majority of the game.
I think in that third quarter, I think Kyle missed. He made all 4 shots he took. He had 5 rebounds in the full 12 minutes. It's kind of him seizing the moment and knowing what was needed.
Well, he really had a good one going tonight. And I don't know, I talked to him at halftime a little bit and was talking about, I thought some things I saw could free him up. And he says, "Nah, I'm good. I'm getting a lot of, I'm seeing some shots. I'm seeing some driving lanes, so I'm good." So I think he just kind of was in that zone where he was attacking at the right time, shooting at the right time, finishing. He shot 9 for 12. That's super efficient. So he had a good one tonight.
Great. Thanks very much as always, Nick. Have a good rest of the night.
Okay. Thanks, Doug.
Next question goes to Michael Grange from Sportsnet.
Hey, Nick, based on the box score, it looks like you did a really nice job against Luka. And how much of a benefit is it that you're able to throw an additional body? You got OG, you got Siakam at times, but to have Stanley who can kind of go in there. And he looks like the kind of guy who doesn't mind getting under guys' skin a little bit and has the size to back that up.
Yeah, I give those guys, both of them, a lot of credit. Michael, OG, and Stanley, I thought, took the challenge and worked at it. They really worked at it all night. They were just constantly there applying pressure. And again, I give them both credit. It's nice, they're similar builds and they got the strength and some foot speed and things like that. And the most of the thing is desire. And I thought they both played with a tremendous amount of desire on him.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thanks, Michael. You too.
Next question goes to Josh Lewinberg from TSN.
Hey, Nick. Following up on Stanley there, I know you always say that any offense you get from him is sort of gravy a little bit, but it's now a few games in a row where he's knocked down open threes. Not that he's going to become a big three-point shooter anytime soon, but if he's able to do that, if he's able to knock down those shots when they give him space and kind of dare him to take them, how much does that sort of help you keeping him on the floor for an extended period of time?
Yeah, I thought he made a couple really big plays, Josh. I thought he had a great weak side offensive rebound and drew the foul. And then obviously, I think he's probably going to get those opportunities. What did he play tonight? Played 21 minutes. I would say, he's probably going to get 2 or 3 threes and 15 to 18 minutes of playing time, just because I would imagine they're rotating to other guys. He's a decent shooter with time and space and his feet set. And it's a big lift. It's one of those guys that, it's kind of a lift to our team spirit when he does knock one in. Everybody's pulling for him. He's working his, backside off at the defensive end. It's nice for him to get a little reward here and there.
OG's three-point shooting's been a lot better over the last few games as well. Is this just a matter of shots falling, or you notice anything differently that he's doing to get better looks?
Yeah, just staying with it and staying confident. I think he's stepping into them. He's not backing down, not a lot of pump fakes. I think he's catching and shooting a little bit more, Josh. And we probably thought that, it would happen because he is a very good shooter out there.
Great. Thanks, Nick. Have a good night.
Okay, Josh, you too.
Next question goes to Eric Kareen from The Athletic.
Hey, Nick. There were 2 possessions early on in the third quarter. Luka got by OG and split OG and Fred and got dunks for Porzingis. How much of defense is, and I'm thinking particularly about OG here, is just being able to flush those possessions? Learn from them in real time, but then say, look, he beat me. He's a great player. I'm going to go down and get in my stance again.
Yeah. He's awful crafty, Eric. He's going to punch through some of that stuff. We obviously, like we talked about pregame, we're mixing up a lot of coverages. We were blitzing with Baines. We were blitzing some out of the box and one up at the top as well. I mean, I think both the ones Porzingis came rolling in from the corner were on blitzes that he hit somebody else and they hit him, but I could be wrong. He might have split them and hit him too. So it's kind of an action that teams use. I mean, we use the same kind of action when you're getting blitzes to dive somebody hard at the front of the rim in the corner. We probably just missed them. We were probably up a little high and Porzingis cut in behind us on those, if I remember right, Eric.
I looked it up. You said it felt more like 25 free throws last year. It was 19. Tonight, only 8. I think most of them were in the first quarter. What did you guys do just to be less, to be active without being too hadsy, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, I think we worked hard, first of all, Eric, to limit his touches somewhat. He didn't seem to have the ball all the time, like he does in most games. We did do some blitzing again when he did have it to take it out of his hands. Again, just probably less opportunities down there, and then probably did a decent enough job when he did get down there to kind of move multiple bodies in front, so he's not in the pump fake one-on-one scenario. And he kicked it out a lot, which is what we wanted to do.
Appreciate it, Nick. Have a good night.
Thanks, Eric.
Final 2 questions for you, Coach. First one goes to Louis Zatmans from Raptors Republic.
Hey, Coach, a lot of talk earlier this season about, playing desperate, being urgent. You got a couple wins against Charlotte where you let him back in. Is this the game that you guys have been desperate to have?
I don't know. I don't feel like I'm very desperate. I think that we've been in a lot of close games. Again, we're trying to smooth out, some things and extend our good moments of play over the course of the game. And I think it takes a little time, but I don't think there's a lot of basketball to be played. I don't think we were desperate for this. It's nice to have it. Not gonna say that. It was nice to play well and play really well pretty much the entire second half. So let's see if we can just keep going, take them one at a time. There's still about 60 games to go, I think.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Final question goes to William Liu from Yahoo Sports Canada.
Hey, Nick. You got Pascal Siakam today. A bit of a strange game. First half, he had about 4 points. Second half, 15. What do you think was the big difference in his game tonight, obviously, in terms of the production from half to half?
Yeah, I just think that he got a lot of good looks in the first half, William. He just was a little bit off, for whatever reason. But I thought he got into some contact situations where he was going in and getting his body on them and being a little bit more composed and patient down there. And then when he made a few of those, I thought he had a couple good, shots at the rim. And then he hit a 10-footer, and then he hit a 16-foot, and then he just kind of built from there. I think his just confidence grew a little bit. But I really thought, again, he one little stretch where he got kind of caught in no man's land for the game, but then he started rolling and finishing, or rolling and dishing, or rolling and kicking out and playmaking. And that is what I really liked, is when he started getting into the heart of the defense, and then finding the open man.
And then just one slightly negative question. Terrence Davis tonight, 5 fouls, and I think about a dozen minutes. What did you think of his defense? And honestly, what is up with his propensity to foul?
Yeah, he just got to be a little bit more disciplined, Lou. That's William. That's it. I mean, he's still learning as he goes here. I like his aggressiveness, but he just got to, gets his hand caught in the cookie jar a little bit, and doesn't seem to get away with many. But young guys go through that a little bit. But we do need to address, and we want to keep him out there a little bit, because he did come in, I thought, and provided a nice spark right away. Got to the rim a couple times, and I thought he was playing okay at the offensive end. But just a little bit more solid on D going forward.